Well, I've got something a little different for you today on the channel. Well, you could say unique actually. Unique's where I am. I'm actually not in the Highlands today. I'm down at the Unique site where they actually develop the quads and hexes that they produce, and I'd organised to meet up with a guy called Dan, and he was going to run me through the prototype Typhoon H. Now, on the way driving down here, I got a phone call saying that they had 3 models that had come in that were going out to the press, but they are production models. They're in production boxes, ready to go out, exactly the same as when they come in and go out to the customers. So, would I like to do an unboxing? And it would be rude to say no, wouldn't it? So that's what I'm going to actually do today. I didn't realise I was going to, but I am going to. Just to clarify, I clarified with Unique that I would only come and do this if I had full control over everything, and they're absolutely fine with that. They thought that was a good idea. That was the idea of letting me in here anyway. So it's for Tigger's RC Reviews. It's not for anyone else. It's if it's good or bad what I find on the Typhoon H, you'll hear about it. And the reason I've chosen Unique and put a lot of effort into trying to get here to do this is that I bought the Q500. I like the Q500, as you probably see if you have a look around my channel. So I wanted to go for the Typhoon H. I've paid my money like a lot of people for the Typhoon H. I'm just waiting for the production ones to come in, so I actually get my hands on it in the Highlands and then put it through its paces and do a full review up there. So this is just basically going to be an unboxing, and they did mention I might actually get a flight, so that will be really good. So come and join me. Let's see how we get on, eh? Okay, you're not going to believe this, but I'm at the Unique demo site, and I'm going to be the first guy in the UK to actually unbox Typhoon H. So come on in nice and close and let's have a look, see what we got. There we go. So the paperwork Dan's just handed me is the paperwork that would normally be in if you buy one of these. It came on my Q500 as well, and literally I'm the first guy to open up one of these. I'm really excited. I've actually had a demo with Dan on his one. He's the Unique test pilot, and I've actually been out flying it, and it is an impressive piece of kit. I'm very excited about this, as you can probably tell in the voice. There we go. Dan hasn't even seen inside one of these. So. Wow. Well, there we go. There we have it. Look at that. It's amazingly not that heavy. It's a smaller box than the Q500, and just pretty impressive. The spec on it is amazing, and you're probably fully aware of the spec if you're having a look at this online anyway. Let's just get into it slowly, and I'll probably, oops, it's all round the wrong way. It literally comes out like that. Like I say, this is, well, okay, that way, so I'll put it round the wrong way. Perfect. There we go. Wow. And there it is. That's Typhoon H. All packed, all looking lovely. What I do is just gradually just pull a few bits and pieces out, and Dan will probably shout at me for doing things a bit wrong, but he's entitled to it if he likes. And I'll do a proper unboxing, obviously, when I get it back at home. But basically, this is what you're going to get. This is the new one, basically all finished, all working. You get a Wizard with it, which I've just had a go with. Quite a different flying experience, really good fun actually, but different. You do have to pay attention to what you're doing, and I'll do a full review on that obviously. I just pull bits and pieces out as we go through. That's obviously just a little case, a little strap for the Wizard itself. And then we got our battery, which is actually a 4-cell on this one. On the Q500 it was a 3-cell, both 5400, and the demo one I was flying of this really shifts. There's a big difference in how this performs to how the Q500 performs. And just the way you slot it in and out, you've just got a little tab you lift up there, and there we go. Let's see if I can keep this all so you can see it as we get in. Hopefully nothing will fall out. That's the actual charger. Very simple charger. Gives you got LEDs alerts there, and obviously a balanced charger for the 4-cell. And that's the actual power for that. And the nice thing about this is you've also got a USB cable which goes to a micro USB cable, so you can actually charge your the transmitter unit itself, which is an ST16 I think, where the other one was an ST10, so that's all good news. And I tell you what, let's just get this out a little bit more. And into here, it feels like there's props in here. Yeah, they are, and I'll show you how they go on in a second. They're really nice actually, a nice simple system. Even I couldn't get wrong, how about that? So I'm going to try lifting the actual hex out now. I'm going to get the big box out of the way, and there we go, that's the brute. It's actually not much of a brute, it doesn't actually weigh much at all. I don't know what the weight is on it, but I'll get it on some scales later. And to simply pull it up, to put it into ready for flight mode, we just literally click those up. Nice little thing on here. They've actually colour coded on top of the motors, white and black. So, and they've got A and B on them like they did on the Q500. And then when we get these out, you've got, you probably won't pick that up on camera, but we've got a white and a black. I'll do a close up of that later. If you try and put it on the wrong way, it just physically won't go on. It's just not going to go on. And if you put it on the white and it just clicks into position, and you just press the button and it clicks off. So it's a really good system. So yeah, I don't know, 10 seconds to put the whole lot in. As you saw, just so simple with the carbon fibre arms. They just click into position and you're ready to go. Obviously the undercarriage is retractable, and it's a new camera. It's a Seago 3 Plus. So if you have a look, I'll put a link down below to some of the footage I got on the Q500, which I was really impressed with. But this one's all new. It's a completely new camera. It's got a little protective screen on at the front at the moment. And the nice thing about it, it's 360 as well. So we can actually keep the quad going in one direction and pirouette the camera. So that's another unique feature. That's about it for the whole thing. I'll run through some of the other accessories. So we've got in here, just power lead, and also we've got a lanyard in there as well, so that's quite handy. And I'll get the ST16, which is the transmitter, out in a second. You've got your, again, a very small box to have on the camera, but we've got a USB cable in here and your SD card, so it comes with a card, so you really are ready to fly. And let's just grab the bottom out, and you might have noticed this is unusual looking packaging. I'll just put it back together for you. That comes out of a square box. You might be wondering why that comes out of a square box. Well, that goes into the backpack. So if you want to upgrade later and you want to go for the backpack, you can just simply buy the backpack. And with Unique, they bring out this new idea that you can actually upgrade anything and change everything. It's all a modular system, so when they change anything on the quad and you want to go up for that, then you can certainly do it. And from the way it's looking, it's not going to cost you any more than if you bought the complete top of the range kit. So I think that's a brilliant way of doing things. We've got a sunshade here, very similar to the one on the Q500, but it does attach slightly differently. And I'll just show you that when we get the ST16 transmitter out. Now this is a beautiful beast of a machine, and like I said, I've just had to go with the demo one with Dan, and it is an incredible piece of kit. I'll have to do a full review on this, which will take quite a bit. It's an Android tablet, basically, all built in here. It's got Intel inside, your normal controls, obviously for flight, and then we've got loads of other facilities on here that weren't on the Q500, and it is an amazing piece of kit. And it feels really good in the hand. Like I say, I've had a fly around with it, and it just sits really nice. It looks a bit ungainly with the size, but to be honest, it really isn't. When you're actually flying it, and this HD screen, this is 720 HD, and it is so clear, it's unbelievable. Hopefully I'll get this powered up, if Dan will lend me another battery, and then perhaps we can go out and I can just do some flight shots for you. And that's about everything on it, I think. Let's go and see what it flies like. Let me show you.